Surprise, we're not doing linguistics today. I know, other hobbies. Crazy. Yeah, I dabble in geography sometimes, but don't worry, I have normal interests as well. Anyway, today I'm going to try and name as many cities in the United States as I can. I've done this quiz many times. In fact, most of my city knowledge comes from just doing this quiz over and over again and learning something new each time. So I'm roughly aware of how many cities I know. I'm gonna edit this video a little bit. Like, if I get stuck trying to remember a city for like 30 seconds, I'm just gonna like cut it out. But I will leave a real timer in the corner just for transparency's sake. So I guess without further ado, we can begin. And let's just do it alphabetically, starting with state by state, starting with Alabama. And let's start with the big cities. So we have Mobile, Montgomery, Huntsville, and Birmingham. And then Florence, Tuscaloosa, Decatur. And then in the Mobile area, I know like Gulf Shores, Spanish Fort, Daphne. I'm not very good at typing, which you'll see. And Orange Beach. And I think that's all that I know in Alabama, so we can move to Alaska. And I know a surprising number of cities, or, well, towns, I guess, in Alaska, for how sparsely populated it is. So let's do Attu Station, which I think has like 0. Yeah, I don't know why it's even incorporated in this, but whatever. Then we have Adak, Atka, Onalaska, Octon, Cold Bay, Kodiak, Russian Mission, Anchorage, Hope, Homer, Willow, Wasilla, Soldotna, and Palmer, Juneau, Sitka, Skagway, Ketchikan, Valdez, Chitina. I don't know. Like, I'm probably gonna butcher some pronunciations. Cordova, Fairbanks, North Pole, Arctic Village, Prudhoe Bay, Barrow, Talk, Fort Yukon, Eagle Village, Beaver, Chicken, Badger. Anyway, Arizona. So Arizona we're going to start with a great village called Y. Then we have this like Grand Canyon Village. There's Mojave Valley, Lake Havasu City, and there's a Fort Mojave. There's a St. John's in the east. There's Tuba City and Flagstaff. And then Tucson. The only suburb I know of Tucson is Tucson Estates, which is easy to remember. And, oh, of course, Yuma. And I think we're just left with Phoenix. So Phoenix, Mesa, Glendale, Chandler, Scottsdale, Gilbert, Tempe, Peoria, Goodyear, Surprise, and Buckeye. Okay, moving on to Arkansas, where we have Texarkana and West Memphis, Jonesboro, Pea Ridge, Fayetteville, Rogers, Springdale, Fort Smith, Hope, Hot Springs, Pine Bluff, Little Rock, and North Little Rock. Okay. California is definitely my best state by far, just because there's so many big cities there, especially in the LA area. But we're going to start with some small ones. Eureka? I don't know. There's also Eureka, Crescent City, Redding, South Lake Tahoe, Tahoe City, Independence, California City, Needles, El Centro, Imperial, Calexico. There's Coachella, Indian Wells, Palm Springs, Palm Desert, Desert Palms, Desert Hot Springs, and I think Desert Shores. Bombay, not Bombay, although that's a pretty good name. Okay, so up north there's also like Chico, and while I'm at it, I might as well get Chino and Chino Hills. They're in the LA area, but I just remember them because their sound similar to Chico. Some of these cities I just remember because they sound similar, and not because they're similar, or not because they're close geographically. Either way, we have Yuba City, we have Roseville, Napa, Salinas, Monterey, Los Alamos, Sacramento, Elk Grove, Garden Grove, that's in LA, Stockton, Modesto, Fresno, Bakersfield, Clovis, Visalia, Kerman, Ventura, Thousand Oaks, Simi Valley, Oxnard, and then I guess we can do San Diego. So San Diego, La Mesa, El Cajon, Chula Vista, Encinitas, Escondido, Carlsbad, Oceanside, Mission Viejo, Vallejo, that's in Bay Area. And then we have Imperial Beach National City, Coronado, and Spring Valley, Menifee, Marietta, Temecula, Winchester, Lancaster, Palmdale, Sunnyvale, Victorville, Hesperia, Vacaville. Let's do San Francisco, South San Francisco, San Jose, Redwood City, Union City, Mountain View, Palo Alto, East Palo Alto, Los Altos, Los Gatos, Saratoga, Oakland, Berkeley, Richmond, Daly City, Hayward, there's also Hawthorne, but that's in LA. Speaking of, there's Fullerton, and then we have Fremont, or Fremont, I don't know how to pronounce this. Fairfield and Fairview. There is also Pittsburgh without the H, Concord, Walnut Creek, Antioch, and there's also Walnut in LA. And I think now we can move on to the Sands. So we have San Mateo, San Miguel, San Pablo, San Lorenzo, San Bruno, San Carlos, San Leandro, San Rafael, San Fernando, San Bernardino, San Marino, San Jacinto, San Luis Obispo, and San Clemente. And then the Santas, so Santa Ana, Santa Monica, Santa Maria, Santa Barbara, Santa Rosa, Santa Cruz, Santa Clara, Santa Clarita, Santa Paula. Okay, and now I guess we can do LA. Let me zoom in a little bit. So Los Angeles, East Los Angeles, Compton, Malibu, West Hollywood, Beverly Hills, Paramount, Whittier, Long Beach, Manhattan Beach, Hermosa Beach, Redondo Beach, Newport Beach, Laguna Beach, Laguna Hills, and Laguna Woods, Huntington Beach, Huntington Park, Monterey Park, Baldwin Park, Buena Park, Gardena, Cypress, Carson, and Arcadia, Alhambra, Montebello, Montclair, Claremont, Bloomington, Beaumont, Lakewood, Lake Forest, Westminster, okay, Rialto, Costa Mesa, La Puente, El Monte, Torrance, Ingle, did I get that? Yeah, Inglewood, Glendale, Burbank, Pasadena, South Pasadena, Corona, Coronita, Covina, West Covina, Pomona, Fontana, Fountain Valley, or also like Marina del Rey, Orange, Ontario, Anaheim, Riverside, Irvine, Rancho Palos Verdes, Palos Verdes Estates, Rancho Cucamonga, Moreno Valley, Jurupa Valley, Cherry Valley, Yorba Linda, Loma Linda, Yucaipa. How many did I get? 183? That's pretty good. Now, let me just think for a second if I can think of anything else. Oh, right, of course. Norwalk and Downey. Those are pretty big. Yeah, 100K. Okay, so I guess we can do Colorado now. There's a lot of suburbs of Denver. Aurora, Columbine, there's Westminster, and Lakewood, and Boulder, and Arvada, Centennial, Thornton, Highlands Ranch. I think that's pretty decent. Greeley, Fort Collins, Pueblo, Colorado Springs, Grand Junction. Yeah, that's good. Connecticut. In Connecticut, we have. Let me center it a little more. Start with Stamford, Bridgeport, Waterbury, Sandy Hook, New Haven, East Haven, West Haven, North Haven, New London, Salem, Hartford, East Hartford, West Hartford. I think that's all that I know. And then DC, of course, Washington. Delaware, I only know 2 cities. The largest, Wilmington. Oh, Jesus. Wilmington, and the capital, Dover. Florida. Okay, I know more in Florida, that's for sure. Pensacola, Ocean City, Panama City Beach, Destin. There's Tallahassee, Gainesville, Palatka, Christmas, Orlando, Lakeland, Kissimmee, Winter Garden, Winter Haven, Winter Park, Winter Shores? No, Winter Beach. And then there's like 3 cities that have like very generic names, like Riverview, Clearwater, and Spring Hill. There you go. Brandon, Bradenton, Tampa, St. Petersburg. There's Palm Harbor, Palm Coast, Palm Bay, Palm Valley. Is there a Palm Shores? Oh, there is. Okay. Palm Beach, North Palm Beach, South Palm Beach, West Palm Beach, Royal Palm Beach Gardens, Melbourne Beach, West Melbourne, Jacksonville Beach, Atlantic Beach, Vero Beach, Butler Beach, Jupiter. Then there's like Pompano Beach, Daytona Beach, Deerfield Beach, Delray Beach, Boynton Beach, Port St. Lucie, Fort Pierce North, Fort Pierce South, Port Charlotte, Fort Myers, Lehigh Acres, and Cape Coral, and Coral Springs as well. Davie. There's Naples, Homestead, Florida City, Key West, Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, Lake Worth. Sunset, sunrise. Pembroke, Pines, however you pronounce that. Davy, already have it. Boca Raton. Okay, I guess we can just do Miramar. Hialeah. I think that's how we pronounce that. Hialeah Gardens. Miami, South Miami, North Miami, West Miami, Miami Beach, North Miami Beach, Miami Gardens. How many do we have? 78? That's pretty good. That sounds about right. Okay, Georgia. Which is pretty close, actually. So we have Savannah, Atlanta, South Fulton, but there isn't a regular Fulton. I don't know. Sandy Springs? Sandy Springs. Macon, Sparta, Rome, Athens, and then Georgia likes to steal capital cities off other states. So we have an Augusta, we have an Albany, and we have a Columbus, Georgia. Okay, Hawaii. My Hawaii knowledge is pretty abysmal, but I know Honolulu, East Honolulu, and Pearl City, Waimea. There's Lahaina. There's Hilo, Volcano, Mountain View. By the way, I've never been to the United States, so, never been to any of those places. So I mean, I can't be like Chicago geographer who, apart from being really good at geography in general, has also traveled to like 1 billion places in the U.S., so that's why he knows all of them. Anyway, Idaho City, Idaho Falls, Twin Falls, Boise, Nampa, Meridian. I think that's it. Illinois. I don't really know many suburbs of Chicago. There's a North Chicago and a West Chicago. And there's the Chicago Hills, I think. No, Chicago Heights. Rockford. Joliet. Naperville. Aurora. Elgin. Cicero. There's Arlington Heights. Well, there's an Arlington elsewhere. There's Zion and Waukegan. I don't know. Springfield, Peoria, Champaign, Decatur. Oh, Bloomington. There's also Mount Vernon and East St. Louis. Yeah, I've been thinking long and hard, and I don't think I know anything else. So let's just do Indiana. East Chicago. There's Gary, Bend. No, South Bend. It's not Oregon. Michigan City. There is Fort Wayne. Indianapolis. Fishers. Carmel. Zionsville. Evansville. Mount Vernon, again. Bloomington, again. Yeah. That's decent. Okay, we have Iowa City, Grand Rapids. That's Cedar Rapids. Grand Rapids is in Michigan. Waterloo, Sioux City, Des Moines, Davenport, whoops, and I think that's going to be it. Kansas. So Kansas City, most of which is in Missouri because, I don't know. There's Olathe, I think that's how you pronounce that, and Overland Park, Wichita, Topeka, Independence, not the one in Kansas City because that's on the Missouri side, but there is an Independence. And then Kentucky, I know Louisville, Lexington, Frankfurt. There's a Hartford as well. There's a Sparta, Cave City, and that's going to be it. Louisiana, New Orleans, and Metairie, and Shreveport, and Baton Rouge, Lafayette, and Coushatta. Maine. We're getting into the no one lives here part of the country. So we have Bangor, we have Augusta, Portland, South Portland, although that looks more west to me, but whatever. Maryland. I don't really know much in Maryland. I know, obviously, Baltimore, and Columbia, and Bethesda, and Annapolis. And that's probably it. I know more in Massachusetts. That's for sure. There's Sheffield, Pittsfield, Springfield, Worcester, Framingham, Fall River, Brockton, New Bedford, Gloucester, Lynn, Lowell, Lawrence, Quincy, Salem, Cambridge, Boston, Provincetown, Georgetown, Plymouth, Nantucket. That's probably all that I know. Michigan. What did I say was in Michigan? That I typed in accidentally? I don't remember. I already forgot. But we can get like Zilwaukee and Saginaw. Oh, Grand Rapids, right. Detroit, Sterling Heights, Auburn Hills, Oxford. I think there was a shooting there. Dearborn Heights, Warren. There's Pontiac, Ann Arbor, Lansing, Battle Creek, and Grand Rapids. Muskegon, Flint, and I think that's all that I know. Minnesota. Okay, in Minnesota we have like East Grand Forks and Angle Inlet. Duluth, which I always thought was pronounced Duluth, but apparently it's Duluth. Minneapolis, St. Paul, Bloomington, again, Rochester, I think that's all that I know. Mississippi. I don't know anything in Mississippi except for Jackson and Meridian, I think. There is a Meridian and there is a Decatur. There you go. In Missouri, okay. Start with Kansas City. Independence. And Lee's Summit. There's also Columbia, one of many. Springfield, also one of many. Jefferson City, and St. Louis. Montana. There's like no one lives here, so West Yellowstone, Butte, Helena, Great Falls, Billings, and that's gonna be it. Nebraska. Also, I don't know anything in Nebraska. Omaha, Lincoln, and I think there's a Nebraska City. Nevada. Okay. Reno, Sparks, Carson City, Boulder City, Pico, Las Vegas, North Las Vegas. Again, that looks more east to me than north, but Henderson, Paradise, Enterprise, Sunrise Manor, Spring Valley. Yeah, that's pretty decent. New Hampshire, Manchester, and Concord. New Jersey. Okay, I know more in New Jersey, that's for sure. So there's Jersey City and Hoboken, Newark, Elizabeth, Clifton, Paterson, Clinton Township, Edison. There's New Brunswick, North Brunswick, South Brunswick, East Brunswick, Middletown, Trenton, Hamilton, Cherry Hill, Vineland, Atlantic City, Ocean City. Then there's these three that are like Woodbridge, Lakewood, and Bridgewater. It was some combination of those. Then there's like Jackson and Jefferson, Madison. Is there a Johnson? No. There's a Washington and a Washington Township. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. New Mexico. Zoom out a little bit. I don't really know much in New Mexico. Las Cruces and Rio Rancho and Albuquerque. Santa Fe. Well, there's Roswell, Los Alamos, and oh right, can't forget about the classic town of Truth or Consequences. All right, going back to New York, starting with Long Island. We don't have Long Island, we have Long Beach. And Jericho, and Garden City, Northport, Southampton, Yonkers, New Rochelle, White Plains, Scarsdale, Bronxville, Mount Vernon, New York City, Poughkeepsie, Albany, Schenectady, however you pronounce that, Syracuse, Rochester, Buffalo, Niagara Falls. Alright, North Carolina. North Carolina has a bunch of repeat cities that I always forget, like Wilmington, already had one, and Concord. We already had 2, at least. There's also Asheville, Hickory, Charlotte, High Point, Winston-Salem, Greensboro, Fayetteville, again, another repeat, Raleigh, Cary, Durham. North Dakota, I mean, Grand Forks, Fargo, West Fargo, Bismarck. Yep. Whoops. North Dakota. Now we have Ohio. In Ohio we have like Cleveland, Akron, Columbus, London, Toledo, Cincinnati, never forget, and Denton. No, not Denton. Dayton. Denton is in Texas. Okay. Oklahoma. We have Texhoma, Boise City for some reason, Oklahoma City, Norman, Tulsa, Broken Arrow. There's also a Broken Bow. Lots of broken things. And right. Oregon. Suburbs of Portland. I know 4. Gresham, Hillsborough, Milwaukee spelled weird, and Oregon City. And there's also Salem and Eugene and Bend. Pennsylvania. In Pennsylvania, we have Erie, we have Pittsburgh, this time with an H, Harrisburg, without an H, Gettysburg, also without an H, Hershey, Allentown, Nazareth, and Philly. Now in Rhode Island, I only know like Providence and Pawtucket and Newport. South Carolina. Okay. South Carolina, we have Charleston, North Charleston, Columbia, Myrtle Beach, and that's going to be it. South Dakota, it's another state where I only know the capital and the largest city. Tennessee, Memphis, Nashville, Clarksville, Knoxville, Murfreesboro, Chattanooga. Texas. Okay, Texas. Start with Texhoma and Texarkana. And then we can do Amarillo, Lubbock, Midland, Odessa, Killeen, Abilene, Wichita Falls, Waco, Tyler, Beaumont, The Woodlands, Conroe, College Station, San Angelo, Uvalde. Again, I think there was a shooting there. New Braunfels, Round Rock, Austin, San Antonio, El Paso, Laredo, McAllen. There's also Allen and McKinney. That's in the Dallas area. There's Edinburgh. Did I get that? No, I didn't. Okay. Brownsville. Corpus Christi. And we have Houston. Pasadena. Pearland. Sugar Land. League City, Galveston, Texas City, Missouri City, and then Dallas, Fort Worth, Lake Worth, Plano, Frisco, Garland, Mesquite, Arlington, Irving, Grand Prairie, Denton, Richardson, Louisville, Carrollton. How many do we have? 51. Yeah, that sounds about right. Utah. Okay. In Utah, we have St. George, Salt Lake City, West Valley City, West Jordan, Riverdale, Ogden, Logan, Provo. I think that's going to be it. Vermont, again, no one lives there, except for, like, I don't know, Bernie Sanders. Montpelier, spelled with one L for some reason. Charlotte, West Charlotte, East Charlotte. I just found these randomly. Virginia. Okay, we can get some cities in Virginia. Zoom in a little bit more again. So we have Mount Vernon again, Springfield again, Arlington again, Alexandria, Roanoke, Richmond, Virginia Beach, Newport News, Chesapeake, Norfolk, Suffolk, Hampton. Yeah, I think that's all that I know. Washington. Now there's a bunch of stuff in Washington State. Friday Harbor, Bellingham, Mount Vernon, Seattle, thank you, Olympia, Kent, Renton, Wait, did I get Highlands Ranch in? I did, okay. Renton, Federal Way, Kent. Did I get that? I did. Tacoma, Yakima, Vancouver, Bellevue, Everett. There's Shoreline, University Place, Spokane Valley, and of course, Enumclaw. Don't look it up. West Virginia, Charleston. It's the only state where I only know one city. That's the capital of Charleston. Not even 50K. And now let's do Wisconsin. We have Appleton. We have Green Bay. Madison. Milwaukee. Kenosha, my favorite place to cross state lines, and Waukesha, my favorite place to attend a Christmas parade. And Wyoming, we have Casper and Cheyenne. Okay. Did I miss anything? I didn't. I got every city over 100,000, all states, all state capitals. So I think we Gucci. We can finish. Yeah, I'm sure, yeah. And we got 756 cities, which is pretty good, I would say. What did I miss? I didn't miss anything. Perfect. Amazing. 10 out of 10.